Role-based access controls and logical security, a vital topic for CIA Part 2 candidates. Introduction: Securing access in a digital world. As digital systems become increasingly central to business operations, protecting sensitive data and systems from unauthorized access is a critical priority. For CIA Part 2 candidates, understanding the concepts of role-based access controls and logical security is essential to evaluating whether internal controls are effectively safeguarding organizational information. Internal auditors must assess whether access to applications, data, and infrastructure is appropriately restricted, aligned with job responsibilities, and regularly monitored. A failure in access control can lead to data breaches, fraud, and regulatory non-compliance, all of which fall within the auditor's scope. This article explores the concepts of RBAC and logical security, complete with examples, audit guidance, and exam preparation tips to help you succeed. What is role-based access control? Role-based access control is a method of restricting system access based on a user's role within an organization. Instead of assigning permissions individually, access rights are assigned to roles, like accountant, HR officer, IT administrator, and users inherit the permissions associated with their assigned role. Key principles: least privilege. Users are granted the minimum access needed to perform their jobs. Separation of duties. Roles are designed to prevent conflicts of interest, like one person shouldn't approve and process payments. Scalability. Easier to manage access across multiple users and systems. Real-world example of RBAC. In a financial system, an accounts payable clerk can input invoices but cannot approve payments. An accounts payable manager can review and approve payments but cannot initiate them. An IT administrator has no access to financial data, but manages user accounts and system updates. This structure enforces proper segregation of duties and ensures users only access what they need. What is logical security? Logical security refers to technical safeguards that protect access to digital resources, including computer systems, databases, networks, and applications. It encompasses a variety of controls and practices designed to prevent unauthorized access, misuse, or disruption of systems and data. Key components of logical security: authentication, verifying the user's identity through passwords, biometrics, or multi-factor authentication. Authorization, granting access rights based on user roles or profiles. Access control lists, define what users can do within systems. Encryption, protects data during storage or transmission. Audit trails, log system activities for monitoring and investigation. Internal auditors' role in evaluating access and security controls. As a CIA Part 2 candidate and future internal auditor, your responsibilities include reviewing user access rights, verify that users have appropriate access based on their roles, ensure segregation of duties is enforced, confirm that dormant or terminated accounts are promptly deactivated, assessing access provisioning and deprovisioning, evaluate how new users are added, modified, or removed. Test whether access changes follow formal approval workflows. Testing logical security controls. Review password policies and MFA enforcement. Check access logs for anomalies or unauthorized attempts. Ensure encryption protocols are in place for sensitive data. Monitoring and auditing activities. Verify the existence of audit logs. Confirm that logs are reviewed regularly and anomalies are followed up. CIA exam. Tip: how to prepare. Memorize the difference between role-based access, who gets access, and logical security, how that access is enforced. Practice scenario questions where you determine whether access rights violate least privilege or segregation of duties. Understand how internal audit can recommend improvements when access controls are weak or outdated. Know the basic IT terms like authentication, authorization, encryption, and logging. Study examples of how RBAC and logical security failures can lead to fraud or data breaches. Common access control risks to watch for: excessive permissions. Users have access beyond what's needed. Shared credentials. Multiple employees using the same login. Inactive accounts. Dormant accounts still enabled after employees leave. Poor password hygiene. Weak or reused passwords. Lack of MFA. Unmonitored activity. Logs generated but never reviewed. Conclusion: strong access controls equal stronger organizations. Role-based access controls and logical security are foundational to any organization's internal control system. For CIA Part 2 candidates, mastering these concepts means gaining the ability to evaluate whether the organization's most critical assets, its data and systems, are adequately protected. As an internal auditor, your job is to ensure that only the right people access the right data at the right time, and that all activity is traceable, accountable, and secure. So study thoroughly, think critically, and remember, security starts at the point of access, and that's where great auditors begin.